WYZE Radio is a gospel music station in Atlanta, owned by George Buck of Decatur. He owns 2 other religious stations, and there have never been any problems, and maybe there are none now. But for the last 3 months, I've been working with an informant who we shall call John. He has a real case against preachers who sell illegal lottery numbers. He doesn't like them because he says he grew up poor and sometimes hungry because members of his family gave numbers preachers their money to fulfill their dreams.
To me, they drain black households of financial resources by pretending they have something in the way of a financial blessing, which is supposedly come directly from God. Many number of preachers would suggest they have been to the mountaintop or somewhere by a seashore and actually spoken directly with God.
Here's the way it works. The lottery number is derived from the daily New York stock and bond total sales. If the bond sales totaled the figure you see here and the stock sales totaled the figure you see here, the lottery number on this hypothetical day would be 858. The first 2 numbers from the 100,000 column from the bonds and the 10,000 column number from the stocks in that order. It's a number that is random. It cannot be controlled by anyone. At WYZE, station manager Leroy Swanger told me he personally checks the tapes of the ministers who broadcast from his station, and he is sure they are clean. He makes them sign a form which says they will not ask listeners to come to their chapels for financial blessings or, in the jargon of the numbers buyers, one-way, one-day blessings.
If I have instructions out to all of the announcers, when they hear this and they know it, to put them off there right then, then to see me, then we'll handle it. So we would put them right off there right then.
The FCC is not talking about the investigation, but Swanger told me 2 lawyers from the Washington office of the commission and 2 people from the Atlanta office descended on him yesterday. And he says he has instructed all of his people, including 70-year-old DJ Deacon Harrison Smith, that if there are numbers preachers doing their thing on the station, cut them off and get them off. Deacon says it's tough to play judge in this issue.
First of all, I warn him. Don't get on this air and give a 3-digit number no kind of way. It's bad when you got to tell a preacher not to read and announce from the air what chapter in the Bible he's reading from.
The main reason Deacon Harrison Smith doesn't want any radio preacher mentioning a 3-digit number is because of these books. They're sold in almost every bookstore. They're called dream books. The numbers can be found in here. They're books of numerology. And even if a preacher doesn't drop a 3-digit number by mentioning the verse and chapter in a Bible, he may repeat a phrase like shoutin' shoes too many times. And if you look in this book, in the 3 Wise Men book, under the word shoes, you'll find a number. In the Red Devil book, you'll also find a number. They're different numbers. We'll show you how this works.
I know every man, every woman, every boy and girl that listened on last Thursday. If you put your shouting shoes on, I know how God came and blessed you.
Maybe shoutin' shoes was just a phrase, but the unnamed reverend kept using it over and over on that day and talking about a blessing that happened on the previous Friday, which was June 1st. The word shoes is in most dream books, and it just happens to correspond to the number that paid off on Friday, June 1st. This is Wes Sargentson.